Hello everybody and welcome to Tuesday, October 14th. Last night, really late, later than usual due to traffic work. Got back from Georgia. It's a fun trip like always. This morning, this morning as in, I think I stayed up till 3 a.m., but this morning I was trying to import footage that I recorded from my 3DS onto my computer in order to have log footage. And I really only recorded stuff Saturday and, stuff while being on the road, like the landscape. That's really all I recorded. But, excuse me, I went through hell in order to get all of that to even have sound. When I imported it into my Camtasia to edit, and everything, the clips didn't show up. The video didn't show up, even though clearly in the preview panel where the clips lie, and I can drag them to the I'm just gonna say menu, to the menu, even though it's not the menu, and you can clearly see a still image of the video, an early still image, and when you drag it there, the video's not there, sound's not there, nothing. So what I had to do is what I needed to fix the index of videos and basically use Camtasia Recorder while playing them in my VLC media player. It was a long process to figure that out and to get everything done properly, time everything correctly, stuff like that. It was just, oh my god, why? But nonetheless, safe trip, people outside now running around yelling. That's wonderful. So I don't think I'm going to be able to record today. I'm not really feeling too well. Usually after a trip I get sick. It was actually pretty warm up there, although maybe 2 days before we left on Friday, it was like 50 degrees, and then the day before it was 80, and it stayed like 80 throughout the entire trip up there, so who knows, by now it's probably 50 degrees again, but, it's whatever. Basically, it was like still being in Florida, except I got to see my family, so... Anyways, so, yeah, that's pretty much everything from that. Some things I did not get to talk about, actually, either that I forgot or it happened while I was away. The 3DS has themes now. Personally, I'm using the black basic theme. I did buy a few of the themes they have on the shop, and I believe themes will be released. More themes will start being released soon, like the Animal Crossing one. I'm surprised that wasn't up among the first batch, but, it's whatever. The new 3DS was released in Japan. Both the 3DS and the XL, I think, were both released on the same day. Probably, I don't know if they'll do that here in North America, but they might. And the new 3DS has its own. I'm not really too keen on the name, new 3DS. I don't think I mentioned this when it was first announced, but I'm not really too keen on the name. But anyways, also new Pokemon information. CoroCoro Magazine did leak the day of the trip. So when I woke up at 5 to begin the road trip up there, checking on my phone, I saw CoroCoro leaked. And what was in CoroCoro was Mega Pidgeot and Mega Beedrill. Okay. So, also, Mega Latios and Mega Latios were officially revealed. They had data in the code of X and Y that hackers found. And you can still obtain the Mega Stones for Latios and Latios in X and Y. They might patch that in the future, I don't really know. And also, what now is officially in English, because today, when I woke up, there was a new trailer for English information from all the CoroCoro stuff. What's called in English as the Mirage Spots, the big black cloud we saw on the official Hoenn map, that is Mirage Spots, and there are also new islands you can travel to and stuff. With the Eon Flute, which is a new Eon item for Latios and Latios, you can allow them by using it, you can fly on the Mega version of Latios or Latios, whatever you got in your game, and fly around Hoenn. And in the trailer, you see some actual video of it, and it looks amazing. Just flying over Hoenn, you can encounter wild flying Pokemon in the skies, which is awesome. And also you can fly to these mirage spots, either on an island or in the sky, where you will be able to catch a legendary Pokemon from a previous generation. Ho-Oh and Lugia from the second generation are catchable. You can catch Dialga and Palkia from 4th generation, and Reshiram and Zekrom from Generation 5. So, from Pokemon X and Y to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you have the ability to now capture every non-event legendary Pokemon, which is phenomenal, and I hope that they continue this for the future games. So whenever 4th Gen remakes happen along the Gen 7 or Gen 8, whatever, hopefully you can catch all the legendaries. And I'm sure that they will have events. Mew is released like every 4 years in Japan, and Jirachi's every year for a certain holiday. But I'm sure Mew will become an event in North America again for this game. And I wouldn't be surprised if Shaman, Arceus, Darkrai, all the event legendaries are also brought to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, or even X and Y, just to make it more special. You never know, but it is very exciting. Also, leaked Megas from the demo, which is confirmed for North America next week. You need to sign up. For North America, you need to have signed up for a Pokemon Club Trainer Club account, by the 19th. And then they will email codes through a newsletter on the 21st. So, next week, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire demo, somebody in Japan streamed it, and that's where Mega Steelix was revealed. But basically, I watched a little bit of that stream. There were 2 parts. I only watched the first one. Really has a nice opening cinematic as far as actual gameplay. The title screen, basically Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are like combined into one, so you don't have a specific game for a demo, it's just all combined into one. So that's really cool, and it will be much easier. But for those who don't know, every single day if you play the demo, certain things will happen. So maybe a new Mega each day, or I don't know what. But Mega Steelix was revealed from the guy who streamed it in Japan, and I think in Korea, someone, I don't know if they were streaming it, but someone in Korea unveiled Mega Glalie. So, 2 different Megas from 2 different regions of the world. Does each different region of the world have a different Mega that hasn't been revealed yet? That would be freaking cool, because that's a lot of different regions in the world, with the potential for many, many different Megas. And there were lots of, there was also a rumor information thing from My Nintendo News that came out about like a whole bunch of Megas that were discussed for development and stuff that wasn't, I don't know. Some information that has turned out fake already, so I don't really believe it, but I mean, the Megas part might turn out to be true as long as every single region in the world gets a different Mega. So, I mean, you got Spain, got Europe. I don't know if there will be a different one for each region in Europe itself, but North America, Canada, you know, you can have many, many new Megas being revealed throughout the demos, and that is very exciting. But with that, I think I'm going to finish things off here. Lots of stuff. New Nintendo 3DS, the new 3DS themes. I have the basic black, Pokemon information every month, like always. Recapping some more of the Georgia trip. Today is a big vlog. But anyways, that is going to do it for me. Might try to record something. It's actually pretty late because arriving back last night at like 10:30 after the trip back, all that stuff. Actually, well, I didn't really sleep until 3, like I said. So I guess it makes sense that I woke up at like noon. Anyways, I'm gonna end things off here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.